All right, here we go. Section 3.4 of our Unit 3 test review here. All right, so this is trig off of the unit circle. And what I mean by that is everything we're going to get is going to be an ugly answer. All right, it's not going to be one of those like square root of 3 over 2, square root of 2 over 2, 1/2, those sorts of things. So everything in the previous section was just an ordered pair on the unit circle. All of these answers are not going to be that way. These are not your typical 45, 60, 120, 180, all those like nice angles that we have. These are all going to be a little bit different. So what we're going to have to do first is make sure our calculator is in the correct mode. So if you look at the problem like 28, number 28, number 30, 32, and 33, those are all radian measures. And we know they're radians because they have the pi in it. All right, that's a pretty good indicator that it's a radian. So on your calculators, make sure you're in radian mode. And to do that, click on mode on your calculator, and then just make sure radian is highlighted. Right? If you want degree, go over and select degree, but we're just going to do radians at first. Right. And if you're ever in a weird screen, maybe you accidentally press the stat button by mistake, or you press the apps button, or maybe this window button. I don't know. If you're ever in a weird screen that you're not familiar with, press the blue button and then quit. And then I'll get you back to the home screen and you can go from there. All right. So the first one here is the sign of 13 pi. So 13 and then pi. You don't want to use 3.14. All right. We want to use all of pi. Or at least as much as the calculator can produce. So to do that, press the blue button, press your second button, and then this button right above the divide, all right? It kind of looks like an upwards arrow. That's what we call a caret, all right? So second caret, that's going to get you that pi symbol, 13 pi divided by 11, all right? And then just punch that in. That's what they're asking for. They want that to 3 decimals, all right? So let's grab 3 decimals here. Right? And hopefully my computer is going to cooperate. So we're negative 0. What do we have? 541. Right? And then just same thing. So the tangent of 6 pi. Tangent of 6 pi divided by 17. That's going to give us 2.008. Right. Let's see here. I'm going to skip down to 32 now. That's the cotangent of 3 pi. Remember, it's cotangent. So that's 1 divided by your tangent. All right. And then just keep your 3 pi over 7 as is. 3 pi over 7. It's going to give us 0.228. 0.228. And the last one, cosecant. That is your 1 over your sine now. So 1 divided by the sine of negative, careful, watch those negatives, negative pi over 10. Just lots of calculator on this one. That's negative, let's see, we get 3.236. All right. So there you go. Those are all the ones in radian mode. So let's see, 29 and 31, those are all in degrees. So on your calculator, right before you do the next one, on your calculator, you want to swap over to degree mode. Right, that does affect things. Right, so now we're going to get the cosine of 109. Right, so the cosine of 109 is negative 0.326. And the last one, secant, is 1 over the cosine. Over the cosine at 34.5. And it's okay to have a decimal degree, and that gives us 1.213. And there we go. Those are done. All right, so now for the next one. We should have 2 answers here. So we spent a lot of time in class talking about these problems specifically. All right, we want to figure out the value of theta that is going to give us negative 0.324. All right, so first thing to keep in mind is this is a negative. right, it's a negative value. All right. I'm in this video. My computer's not cooperating. I'm just going to pick it up from where we stopped.